What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Everscale. Everscale is a leading blockchain. Ecosystem needs massive work. I'm going to look at basically the potential here, and you'll see by the title that I believe this can do something good, but there are many conditions for this to happen. Also, there's some. Obviously, we saw a market rally recently. There's some news about how things are looking in terms of the shape of the markets right now. Wouldn't be surprised to kick on again today as liquidation surge, and I'll be talking about that too. Before I do, if you are new to the channel, you may be wondering why you should listen to me. Fair question. There's a lot of YouTube channels out there. So these are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on the channel, and the first 26 coins I actually owned when I made the channel. Had you put in just $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and you were still holding all those coins, you'd done the worst possible thing as an investor, never sold them, never cashed in the profits, and just ignored them, you'd still be in profit for around 7 grand. But if you had done things right, if you'd have sold those coins last year when the markets flew, if you'd have done the right thing, you'd have been in profit for 123 grand. Massive difference. I sold these coins last year. I've got a new portfolio. These are not what I hold anymore. If you want to see what I hold, go read copymycrypto.com. It's where I share my portfolio. I share every coin I buy. I share every coin I sell. We've got thousands of members on the site, and to be fair, a lot of them have never invested in anything. So what we have are beginner tutorials for anyone, step by step, so anyone can get started. Guys, fundamentally, I spend every waking hour researching cryptos and looking into them and deep diving. When I find a crypto that I'm really keen to pull the trigger on, I will do, and I tell the members. Phantom was one I did in 2020. It was a Udemy course. I've only made one ever, and it was about Phantom being the best gainer, I thought. And I said it would 100x. Obviously, it did way more than that, 677x. So had you put in $1,000, you'd have been able to buy a very nice house. $2,000 would have made you a millionaire. When I find the next Phantom, I won't do a Udemy course like last time. I'll simply go onto the site and tell the members what I'm getting in on and why. So if you want to make those kind of profits, go read the site. Link is in the description, guys. So Everscale. There's a lot I like about Everscale. I also have concerns. So I'll share what I like. First of all, transactions per second are massive. 60,000. The fees are extremely minimal. That's always good. They also have bridges with Ethereum, Cardano, BNB, Polygon, Phantom, Avalanche, Milkomeda, and Tezos. And they have an ecosystem that's growing. I don't agree with that as a statement. Well-developed ecosystem is not what I'm seeing. Here's the ecosystem that the CoinMarketCap share. We've got Everscale, Wrapped Everscale, Flatcube, Octus Bridge, Sparta, Cats, and Everstart. I'm not wowed by the ecosystem, the world of Everscale. Now, what I like about Everscale, look, proof of stake, layer 1, huge transactions per second. The more transactions per second, the better. That's just always true. That means you can minimize costs massively. Everscale has incorporated a lot of the innovations of blockchain over the past few years. As a result, they have multi-threading, they have sharding tech as well. Their blockchain consists of a master chain and tons of shards, which are called work chains. So it can boost the throughput. They've effectively set up very, very similarly to Polkadot and Ethereum. And there's been some recent news, like, Masari reviewed Everscale and said, Everscale is a layer 1 blockchain launched by the community members and developed based on the white paper and open source code of Telegram's Telegram Open Network, because that was the initial plan. Their code has since been rewritten, and the protocol is now very distinct from the original Telegram Open Network. Without the initial vision or central entity driving Everscale, the community struggled in its first year and a half to successfully deploy funds to grow an ecosystem. The Everscale Foundation and DeFi Alliance emerged to oversee the network's growth strategy, and in the near future, core development teams plan to implement a unique consensus mechanism that was detailed in Everscale's white paper, which will allow more sharding, more threads without sacrificing security. So there's plenty to be positive about, but as pointed out in the Masari paper, is they struggle to grow in that first year as a result of just a lack of an ecosystem. And when we actually take a look at the current state, the network activity, daily transactions pretty good, 100,000 or so. Daily transactions, daily new wallet addresses not great, but network activity has remained steady for a long while. That's always a good sign. It means that fundamentally they're not having any issues. They've got over 204 validators for staking. As a result, that means the network is nicely secure. Their total value locked into their DeFi is not great. That has dropped. Generally, obviously the ecosystem is lacking, without doubt. They've got a few things that are interesting. To be fair, they pointed out, look, Flatcube, Black Ink, and Everlend all launched through Everstart. So Everstart's going okay. They've got some upcoming projects, but it's lacking. Look, it's fundamentally lacking. Now, what I like is they've got a grant system in place now. So you can, if you're a developer, you can go to Everscale, you can apply for a grant. They'll help with financial support and marketing support. As you can see, there's a list of successful products that have been launched via the grants program. That's good, but this needs to grow massively. Massively. Way too small right now. And the tech itself is quite clearly better than a lot of tech out there. That's a really good sign. The fact that it isn't on Binance, or Coinbase, when it lands on Binance or Coinbase, it will certainly see a surge in terms of price. Overall circulating supply is 1.68 billion. Yeah, there's a lot of potential here. What do you think of the ecosystem? Are you remotely happy with the size of the Everscale ecosystem? If you're an Everscale holder, let me know in the comments down below. If you're a returning viewer, by the way, please subscribe to the channel. We've got the amount of returning viewers that we've got, 75% of them have not subscribed to the channel. We're trying to get that percentage down to 70. So help us out. If you're a returning viewer, just hit the subscribe button. Okay, costs you nothing. Costs you nothing. So look, Everscale has a lot to like. I don't like the ecosystem. I don't like the fact that there's not a specific team to see. Within these big layer ones, I like to see a leader, personally, right? I think if you've got a strong leader, that gives the project a better opportunities because it's better marketing. A leader can go on and have an interview on a TV channel, on a podcast. A leader gives a project the opportunity to really surge thanks to retail money, but they have to have a leader. And the fact that they don't have a leader, I'm not over the moon with. I'd like to see a structure come into place within the team that oversee Everscale's growth. Because I think then you've got a person, you pick your most articulate person, but they can go on camera and they can talk about it. And when we are in a bull cycle, there's a surge in terms of retail money that comes in. A lot of retail money comes in based on what they hear or what they see. So having someone that can lead the brand, lead the network, lead the perception within the market is important to me. I think it gives a better chance of success. So I don't like that. I don't like the fact that the ecosystem's not good. I want to see both those things improved. If the ecosystem continues to grow, And it is growing a bit, but it's too small. Excuse me. If we see the ecosystem grow, if we see some sort, excuse me again, if we see some sort of leadership structure in place as well, I'd be filled with a lot more confidence. And if those two things happen, I see no reason that Everscale couldn't run up to $1, which is about 20x or so from where it is right now. I think that's actually very achievable. But they've got to get the things in place that gives them that chance. And right now, I think they're lacking in a couple of key areas. And if they don't do those things, I can't see how it would hit $1. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think it could do more? If they have the structure in place. Do you actually care about leadership structure like I do? Does it matter to you? If not, explain why, please. And if you're a returning viewer, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're trying to get that percentage down to 70% that haven't subscribed. I'd like to get it to 0, but let's be realistic. 70% will start. Will be a good start. Yeah. And guys, if you want to see the coins that I own, come check out Copy My Crypto. Go read the site. Everything on the site is verifiable. It's all on the YouTube channel. We've got beginners tutorials because we've got a lot of members that have never invested in anything. I share my exact portfolio. I share whenever I buy a coin, whenever I sell a coin. And fundamentally, look, I deep dive into this market on a daily basis. If you want to make these gains and not do any of the work, you can literally copy along. But go read the site and see if you enjoy it or you like it. Anyway, crypto markets. We saw the crypto markets have massive liquidations. We actually saw the largest short liquidations in 15 months. Massive, massive amount. $700 million worth of liquidations on short trades yesterday. And the liquidations may have contributed to a short squeeze as prices of several tokens jumped in the past 24 hours because obviously those people that were shorting had to add to their position so that they didn't get liquidated, but as a result, the prices rose. So, yeah, this was the largest amount of short liquidation since last July. Massive amounts. FTX recorded over 519 million in short liquidations. OKX, 71 million. Binance, 46 million. And yeah, we're beginning to see a surge in terms of longs right now in the market, and there's a few ways you can see that. But even just if you want to go on and look at on TradingView and see the 3x longs on KuCoin as an example, you'll see that they're really starting to rise. With Bitcoin currently above 20,500, if it can close above there, do not be surprised if we see a continued surge today. But a 4-hour candle above 20,500 would be important for a continued surge. But the markets look like, unless a trap is in place, we're going to have a bounce and maybe some decent gains across the next couple of weeks. Let's see, folks. We can only hope. Anyway, that's it from me. Take it easy. Bye-bye.